So that view right there is looking at what would have been the back of the glass house back in the day in the 80s. And there's a lot of growth here, and I was going back to try to find the old playground that we used to go hang out at all the time that was behind the glass house. And I found this old sandbox, and I want to say it brings back memories that we used to have sandboxes kind of off to the side and behind the glass house. And this might be one of them. Correct? Maybe somebody can hit me up and correct me if I'm wrong. But this is the back of Rob and Jeff Lemaster and Ryan Mills' house. Again, this is mid-80s. But if you guys remember, we used to just walk straight back into the woods, and way kind of off in the distance was a playground, and now it's completely grown over. Everything's dense woods. I actually just popped in there to see if I could see some sort of remnants or a little trail running down. And it's pretty heavy, and I don't, it's getting dark, and I don't want to go too far in there. My wife is waiting for me on the street, and she is definitely not all about going into the woods at night. But anyway, I just wanted to film this. I know it looks like just a bunch of trees, but that's just evidence of how much things have overgrown back where we used to go back to the playground as kids. But I do think that this little sandbox here maybe is remnant from back in the day when we lived here, and now there's like a kind of a cool little kids playground that's been constructed here closer to the street. And we'll walk by that. I really wanted to get back there if I had more time, and especially if I was by myself, I'd want to go back and explore the woods and maybe find some of those old bunkers that we used to play in as kids and see if they're still there, but I'm not going to be able to do that on this trip. And now we're coming back out, and again, this is where the glass house was, but it's all individual houses now. And then across the street was the old basketball courts, which is now occupied by this building here, and Mud Hill is behind there where I filmed a little bit earlier.